I'd like to welcome you back to our podcast. We're looking and studying through the book of First Corinthians, and today we're in First Corinthians, the 13th chapter, starting with verse number 4. Now, before we get into the analysis and looking and the study of this verse, I just want to say this. We need to keep in mind that when the Apostle Paul is talking about love here, he uses the Greek word agape. You see, there's two major types of love. There's actually, I think, five different types of love, but there's two major types of love found in the Bible. There's agape love, and there's phileo love. Now, phileo love is conditional. Phileo love, we many times say it's brotherly love, but it's conditioned on time. It's conditioned on relationship and things like that. Where agape love is always unconditional. People say many times that agape love is God's type of love, and you know what? That's absolutely right. But what is God's type of love? What's it like to be loved by God? Well, we're going to find out today as the Apostle Paul gives us a description of agape love. Now, this isn't just a description of agape love in our relationship with God, but this is also a description of agape love in our relationship with other people. Now, let me just say this. One of the reasons why people have a difficulty in loving other people is because they don't understand the love that God has for them. So, as we look through this, understand these two things. Now, not four things, just two things. This love that we're talking about is God's love towards you, but it's also God's expectation or God's love shed abroad in your heart as a believer for other people. So, verse number 4, love is patient and kind. Love does not brag and is not arrogant. Love is patient. Now, that's the New American Standard Translation. Let me just say this. I'm a fan of the New American Standard Translation. I've used the New American Standard Translation ever since I became a believer. But I don't like this word patient. Now, it's not that I don't like patience, because patience is a fruit of the Spirit. But this word patience actually should be translated as long-suffering. Maybe your translation translates it correctly. The word patience here, the Greek word, actually, it has this prefix makros, and it means long. But then the next word is thumos. You know, we're talking about a compound word, and it's made up of the prefix makros, and then the Greek word thumos. And the Greek word thumos means suffering. Many times when we think about patience, we think about standing in line and being patient. Well, that's a nice way of putting it. But what the Apostle Paul is talking about here is it's standing under times of suffering. Standing under times of feeling like I can't take this anymore. Then what happens? Love comes in, and the love that God has given to us as believers stands. It stands in this time of suffering. So love is patient. Patient means to bear under no matter what the other person has done to you. Do you understand that love is long-suffering? It suffers long. It's there no matter what another person has done to you. Now let me just say this. You can be out of relationship and still be in agape love. Now, you can't be out of relationship and be in phileo love or brotherly love. But you can be out of relationship with a person and still love them. If you're in an abuse situation with your spouse, you know what? I'm not telling you you need to stay in that relationship. Get out of that relationship for your own self-perseverance and preservation, But you can and should, as a believer, continue to love that person. Do you understand? To continue to pray for that person, to continue to seek the best in that person. And we're going to get into that as we go deeper into the description of love. But I want to move on to the next word that the Apostle Paul uses here. He says, love is kind. Love is kind. Now, what does it mean to be kind? Well, if we look back into the Greek word here, it actually means willing to help. Willing to help. Maybe you've seen on YouTube and other social media things what people call acts of kindness. Well, that's exactly what it is. When someone comes up and they pay for your grocery bill, or when someone comes up and just says, you know what, the Lord told me to give you this money. That is kindness. And the agape love of God is kind. God isn't looking down at human beings and saying, I'm going to wipe you off the face of the earth. No, God is kind. His love towards us is kind. But He sheds that same love into our hearts as believers. And therefore, we as believers need to be kind. It doesn't mean that we're wimpy. How many of you know that wimpy love doesn't last very long? And let me just say this, wimpy love is more phileo than it is agape. This agape love that God has shed in our hearts, it allows us or strengthens us as believers to be kind to those who are not kind to us. You see, the Corinthian church was not kind to its members. They were abusive to its members. Oh, you're not rich enough. You're not smart enough. You're not this. You're not that. And it was causing division in the Corinthian church. And listen to me, brothers and sisters, it is still causing division in the church of Jesus Christ today. And one of the reasons is we are not functioning in the love of God, because the love of God, first of all, the love of God is long-suffering. And then the love of God is kind. It's always looking to help and to assist someone else. Always looking for an opportunity to express the agape love of God. And let me ask you this, as you go through your day, will you think about these two things that love is? And then will you commit yourself to doing the love of God in other persons' lives? Will you love others as God has loved you? Thank you for watching.